What's good with y'all, collective? Welcome to the Ways of Mystery Tarot. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all very much for love and support to the channel. I will be doing a collective read for April 2023. It seems like it's taking forever for April to pass on by. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, ooh, Archangel Michael coming through. Some of y'all there may be a Sagittarius. The Ace of Pentacles with the Temperance. Spirit's trying to guide you. You definitely have your angels by your side. And this is another thing, speaking of angelic protection, I'm going to be telling a lot of people something because I feel like I need to give my testimony. Now, if you are somebody that's not receiving any attacks, but there's something that's lingering, that's telling me there's somebody out there that may be a fire sign. They could be a water sign close to Cancer and Leo. So this will be around July to August. So this individual may be a Cancer or a Leo, and they have been going through a very, very oppressed type of situation behind the scenes. And it's like this individual is, it's like they feel some sort of oppression. And they may not be able to fully understand where it's coming from, and they may be feeling like something is being released. It's because Spirit is trying to guide this individual away from something. Because I'm going to tell you what the spirit of oppression will do. What it will do is it will get inside your brain. Okay, take it from a man that has plenty of experience with knowing about these crystals and stuff like that. The ham's a hand with the eye in the middle and wearing certain amulets. Bro, believe it or not, that can literally attract certain energies that you think is protecting you from. Why do they call it an evil eye? That's the first red flag right there. Like, if you really just pronounce it, why is it called you wearing an evil eye? Why it's not called you wearing protection? Which some people will address it as protection, but why do they claim, why is it called that? That's something right there, but that could be, that could catch a lot of people's attention, because if you really say it, if you really look up the definition of what that really is, the evil eye is all about giving somebody a very malicious glare and can literally spark off the spirit of envy, jealousy, and hatred. That's all what the evil eye produces. So if you're wearing something that is considered that or is labeled that, wouldn't you think that that will attract the same type of frequency? Start to question that really, really closely. Okay? This is not about judging anybody that wears amulets. I've had my fair share of wearing amulets. I've took all that off and got rid of it. Okay, this is what I wear from now on. You don't even have to wear a cross to be protected, but this is who I represent. I represent God, you know. But when it comes to, and you don't even have to be a religious person, you can keep your tarot cards. I know a lot of people out there, they say get rid of all. Whatever you feel is attacking you, that's what you need to get rid of, okay? Some of you, it may be the exact opposite. But at the same time, when it comes to that, my personal experience with tarot cards, okay, I've had these for a long time. Tarot cards are not evil. They are indeed used as a tool. This used to be a card game back in the day. But now you got these crystals and you got these bracelets being made and certain amulets. And a lot of these individuals is always talking about being attack this, attack that, attack this, attack that. But yet you're supposed to be protected. This is something right here that has caught my attention. I'm being guided to transform and to inspire somebody that may be into crystal healing. This is not about judging anybody. Okay, I don't judge anybody, but I'm going to give my straightforward advice. I'm going to be in the King of Swords. They say something to play around with. I could care less if you get mad at me or not. The evil spirit is only mad because I'm calling it out. Okay? If you have ever had some type of involvement in energy healing, okay, which that right there, I don't really sense any negative energy coming from that. But when you're dealing with certain energies out there, bro, you got to understand who you're in the presence of and what you're really dealing with when it comes to energy. Because that right there can open up a portal to the other side. And you really don't know what you're inviting into your life. So could you be healing something, or is it using the energy of deception, but yet something still not fully being healed? Okay? This right here would be energetic healing. So some of you out there may be an energy healer, but you're doing things the correct way. But there may be somebody out there that may mess around, let's say crystal healing. They may have some type of experience in that, but there's still something that they feel oppressed by. And this is something I'm bringing to somebody's awareness. Other people may be scared to tell you something, whoever this may be resonate with. I'm going to look you straight in the camera and tell you that if this was so-called the truth, and you was truly healed, you was saved or whatever it may be, how come you still feel that nagging feeling of oppression where you can't feel like, you literally can't be yourself? Question that. If you feel like something is chaining you down in the mind, something is making you feel restricted, and all of a sudden you get this boost of energy, it's because Spirit's coming through to tell you that you need to do something new. Okay, you may need to change something up. Not about changing your character, it's about changing your surroundings. Okay? I know nobody else out there. I mean, they could have other people out there, but I'm going to be the #1 inspirationer that will tell you from my experience what I had with the hams of hand. You know, when it comes to Reiki and all that, I never had experience in that. But I know that right there could be dangerous in itself. But just like I said, I'm not going to speak out of ignorance because I have no experience with that. But when it comes to crystals and stuff like that, I did indeed have, they call that tourmaline. I've had black tourmaline as a crystal. I've also had rose amethyst or however you say that, you know. I really don't know the names of them, but I know that each one is made supposedly for the chakras. Okay, if this was so-called healing your chakras and taking away a lot of negative energy, how come you still feel attacked? Question that. How come you still are feeling the attacks? And pay attention to before you even got those crystals, how your body felt. Pay attention to that. How was your reality long before you had an amulet? Okay, if you carry an amulet around with you. A lot of people would say that their life has turned better. But I'm telling you, brother, there's something beyond that just don't set right. Because I was the same way. Oh, I'm fine. Everything's fine. But behind closed doors, you feel something trying to chain you down in the spirit world. And the minute I take that amulet off, I notice a difference. And yet something would be fighting for me to put it back on. That's when the same type of feeling will occur. It don't matter if you soak it in salt water. It don't matter if you pray over it to protect it. It don't matter about any of that. It is literally an object that you really don't know who had that. Even though you may purchase it online, who is really making the object? See, a lot of people don't question it like that. Now, I'm not saying that if some of you out there, you may be a crystal maker, that you make your own crystals, and yet you are the one that has handmade that. That can be understood. If you don't feel any attacks, that's perfectly fine. Okay? Once again, this is not about judging somebody for their beliefs or having, it's not about none of that. It's about, are you experiencing these activities while having those objects around? Because if you're experiencing these attacks while having those objects, that's something to pay attention to, okay? And of course, if something starts angering you or you get irritated, it's because the evil spirit knows that it's being called out, that right there is giving it access to you. It's basically like giving it a key. It's basically like giving that evil spirit a key to your house. Here, you more than welcome to just come on, barge on up in here like this some type of Motel 6. What they gonna do? Stay there free? You gonna turn the light on for them for free? No, we're not gonna be doing that. I know a lot of people be laughing because I said it like that, but I gotta make the message high vibrational because there's been a lot of negativity going on in the tarot community lately, and that's not really their fault. It's what's really going on with the energy, but the energies could be rebalanced. Try switching things up in your surroundings. Okay, this could also be resonating with a lot of other tarot readers out there that may have some experience and they may feel like something ain't setting right. Why is the reads always negative? It's because of what's going on. It's because of what's going on that needs to transform. Because the longer you remind the evil, the longer you feed into that vibration, the longer you keep on continuing with a repetitive cycle of reading the same thing over and over and over, that right there will literally have the portal open. There's a portal open for negative energy to pour through. But when you have that positivity and you know how to balance it out, therefore will drown out. It's not about ignoring the negativity. Okay? Many of people out there already know about the negativity, but that right there, bro, is what's taking away and breaking their spirit down and putting them in despair. Because they clearly don't have that positivity in front of their face. And yet it's like it's the same thing over and over. It's like another message. It's like, I'm telling you, bro, I've had experience with this to where even before I become a tarot reader, you would sit there and wait for the next message. You would sit there and wait for the next message. And it's like it will fuel the feel-good endorphins and the neurons of the brain. Because it will make you feel good because, oh, finally, another message. But yet, there's another downfall. And yet, what it is, another message. But it's not their fault. It's about the energy that is being involved. Okay? But that right there can be avoided. That right there can be X'd out. Because that doesn't deserve to be around all the time. Okay? Because a lot of people out there, bro, it's like they're fed up. I even noticed a drastic change with my energy after I got rid of a few things. The hams of hand, the eye of horse, and all that. Bro, that is literally an object. Okay? Even though I'm wearing a crosshair, that is considered, but this is representing who I stand for. Okay? But at the same time, this is something that has a lot of power. All right? But when it comes to those type of objects, what does it really hold? What does it really hold? Does it hold God's energy? Even though he does give you the eye to see, which is represent intuition. There's nothing wrong about believing in the third eye. None of that. It's in the Bible. Okay? But when it comes to certain things, which just like I said, I'm not a religious person or none of that. I believe I believe that they have a God out there and he is the higher power. He is the creator. Okay? I believe in him. And also believe in the universal flow of energy. But when it comes to certain things out there, bro, this is something to pay close attention to. Because people can be easily misguided and misled out there. All right? So if you're somebody that may fall under the zodiac sign of, I was picking up July to August. So you may be Cancer, Leo, or you could be a different sign. But you are somebody that's very passionate about what you do. Some of you out there may be passionate about, some of you out there, just like I said, you may be a reader. And you may have had experience something behind the scenes here recently. Possibly a week ago or a whole week. Something about a week. This will represent one. This could be like a month. You could have been gone. Something to do with, you could have experienced like a month of just low vibrational energy. And you really don't know where it's coming from. Spirit's trying to guide you to see something. Spirit's trying to guide you to see something, that something needs to be done differently. I'm also getting a sense that, and now, once again, this is not about judging anybody, okay? This is about bringing awareness. Eight of Swords is here. Somebody has felt oppressed here. Somebody that may be a fire sign or an earth sign has most definitely felt oppressed, stuck in their head, feeling rejected. Could be a Leo here. And yet they've been paying attention to somebody else. This could be online. Somebody they may have an attraction towards. This could be a Pisces here, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Somebody that brings this individual a lot of stability, that they may be looking up to for inspirational purposes. But they may also have a crush on them. Or this may also be somebody that's a genuine messenger. That may be the same sex, but yet they get inspired by them. But there may also be somebody that's different here, that may be looking at somebody as an inspiration, or that's a very gifted person. And they're starting to see that they was deceived. They was deceived by some type of, they could have been working. Bruh, I'm just going to have to tell it like it is, because this is not about judging anybody. Somebody could have had some type of involvement in witchcraft. And they could have been using different energies. And yet they notice how this happened. Eight of Swords. And it's like, it started catching them off guard. But it's like this individual, it's like there's something that needs to be released out of this individual's mind. Because just like I told y'all before, whatever information or whatever, so say this individual is practicing some form of deception, and they think that it's going to work. It could have taken a major toll on their business. It could have affected their confidence. So this right here will be linked to if they did have any involvement at working with the pentagram or whatever it may be, and calling up on certain deities or however you say entities. I'm going to just consider it to be an entity. Okay? Calling up on some type of other energy out there, and yet it's bringing them no peace. It has attacked their confidence majorly. And it's made them feel restricted in the head. It's made them literally feel like they couldn't move. It's like the minute they tried to get up and move, it would just oppress them. It would oppress them. Because I'm looking at something trying to hold somebody back. And this would be the lack of confidence. But whatever this evil spirit was that was doing that was taking control over their mind. So this was an evil spirit trying to inflict conflict and chaos upon this individual's conscience. This individual could have felt trapped, but yet it was the illusion. Because something that they was probably messing around with was bringing nothing but illusions to their reality. I'm also getting something about money. It shouldn't be about the money, bro. It shouldn't be about the money. It shouldn't be about the material world whatsoever. It's about your spirit. It's about how well you take care and guard your spirit. You mess with witchcraft, you will invite negative entities in there. I don't care how much they promise you something will work. It's going to do exactly this, bro. I'm telling you, they got plenty of testimonies out there. They have literally had witches turn their life over to God, okay? Even though it may have been very difficult. But somebody may be praying to Saint Michael the Archangel. That's a start. That's a start. Somebody's switching their spiritual path. Somebody's switching their spiritual path because they've been inspired by another individual that may be very philosophical. So somebody comes across as a very strong, fiery person that may be inspiring this individual that may have water in their chart, or there may be a water sign that comes across as very philosophical that may be inspiring this individual. They could have also had thoughts of this earth angel crossing through their mind. It's because Spirit's trying to guide them to let them see, and somebody cares about them on the 5D. That they're not deceptive. They may have been literally feeling like somebody reaching out to this individual on the spiritual level as to say, hey, that's not cool. And it's like this individual may be questioning, how does this individual know that? This may be a divine connection with the temperance. Maybe a Sagittarius or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But there's definitely a strong divine connection here that may be new. So this is brand new. And Saint Michael the Archangel and this individual's angels that are doing their best to protect this individual to free them from this type of entrapment. And somebody they possibly may like. I'm getting this individual, whoever they're watching, they may have, this individual may be a secret admirer to a philosophical person that may be a spiritual healer. It's like a breath of fresh air to this individual. This may be a female that has had some type of involvement in witchcraft. And they started to see their life become oppressed. And yet they started liking somebody at the time. It's like something may be making this individual uncomfortable, but yet it's in a good way. It's like the minute they seen this individual right here, it's like it's making them want to change. Not for this individual, because it's because of what's really going on a spiritual dimensional level rather than the material world. Something to do with the material world is not everything to this individual. And they're starting to see things for what it is. And they may have been praying to something else or chanting something else in order to bring in abundance to them. But that's not the proper, that's not something to be trusted, whatever they was doing. I'm getting that there's possibly somebody that may have had witchy tendencies, that may not have been deeply involved in that, because this could be like just, they could have just got possibly started on trying to do something until something held them back. And it's like the more they watch somebody that they may have a crush on, is inspiring them to do the right thing. This individual may be inspired by a masculine or another feminine. That may be another reader here. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Because the truth has been revealed. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords here. The truth has been revealed at how they felt oppressed, suppressed. This individual may wanted to reach out to somebody, and they felt like something was holding them back. It's because the Holy Spirit was holding this individual back. So if this is somebody that's made for an earth angel, they're going to have to transform completely. And literally get the material world out their mind. Like as if this is something that they want to continue with their career, they're going to have to get the material world out their mind. And literally allow themselves to receive truth and clarity of guidance by continuously being inspired by the individual that don't live their life through the material world. Because I'm going to tell you right now, brother, the material world will not bring you happiness. I mean, there is a thing out there that you could pay for certain things. You could get food, you could get, your source of food, etc., water. But when it comes to your spirit, bro, you must pay attention to how your spirit feels. You must pay attention to how your spirit feels on that 5D level. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you can have great food to eat. What about the food that's for your soul? I'm going to challenge it. What about the food that's for your soul? Is it really, is money really that important? To get certain stuff out there? Does money create love? No. Does money create happiness? In a sense it could, but only for a little bit. And therefore depression will start creeping up. See, some of these individuals may have a nice home. Some of these individuals can have a mansion. Some of these individuals could live in a very nice home. And yet there's still something that feels off. And yet there's somebody that they may be watching over that at first they could have seen that the individual may not have as much nice things as this individual, but yet it's their knowledge. It's their spirit that is beautiful. So somebody sees somebody as a beautiful person that may be inspiring this individual and breaking them out of some type of mental entrapment, which is a spirit of depression and oppression. So somebody is definitely being broken loose out of some type of deception. They could have had some type of involvement in witchcraft, and something was trying to keep this individual stuck. This individual's potential is to not be a witch. That's exactly what this is, especially if they didn't respond back to somebody. And yet they could have felt this strong pull towards this earth angel to reach out to them. But yet something felt like it was restricting them. That was spirit doing that. Because they had some type of involvement. And they could have just possibly got started at something. Or they could have had a little bit of experience at this. But spirit, if somebody's connected to the Holy Spirit and they believe in the Lord, they don't have to be religious and all this and read the Bible and all that. The only thing that matters is that the individual believes in God. They don't believe in doing none of that energy manipulation or none of that. So when it comes to the things that this individual was doing, and once again, this is not judging. This is about releasing the truth. Okay? To allow this individual to see beyond the veil what's really going on, what was going on with their energy, to where they felt stuck and not being able to respond to somebody that they may really like. It's because this individual wasn't truly being honest with themselves. They could have been doing something for the money, the financial gain. But yet it's like they thought they was loving it at the same time, but yet something has made this individual feel in a very low vibrational state of energy and frequency. Somebody is literally transforming their life and possibly giving up a lifestyle that they used to live. Queen of Pentacles in reverse would be, this would be like the witch, the dark witch. But this would be upright, as all about doing the right thing, being very compassionate, caring. I'm also seeing somebody that don't have makeup on their face. They got like brunette hair. Lady, you know what I'm saying? I had to say that. Lady. Lady. You know what I'm saying? So somebody can have like brunette hair, blonde hair, whatever it may be. And it's like somebody is finally finding a sense of groundedness. It's like this individual is definitely in their head. It's like they're not looking down at the pinnacle. You remember what I told you about money? This individual is not looking down at that pinnacle anymore. They're looking at the ground because they want stability in their life. The green represents healing. This individual could have literally felt like, bro, like their heart, they could have been crying. This feminine has been crying. Her spirit has been crying out for help desperately. And somebody picked that up on a spiritual level. And this individual has been getting a vision of this man and possibly her crown chakra. That's an angel. That may be an incredible long distance. Somebody may live up northern somewheres. Don't have to be. I'm seeing like mountains. This could be also like foreign. Something about foreign. Like this would be like a whole different country. Because there's a different background here. Y'all see how the background is? Somebody may live across the country. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That's what I get. Somebody may live across the country. And yet, whatever this individual is seeing, they're seeing the truth on something. They're seeing the truth on a true healer here. That is very, I'm hearing very philosophical. Very intuitive, too. This may be a Pisces with the fish. But this is also somebody that may like this individual. And they don't like them for their body because their body is fully covered. So this individual right here, whoever they may be inspired by, is definitely not a show-off. They're very humbled. They're very humbled and they're very confident. They're very confident about the message that they could have possibly sent. I'm also getting the reason why an individual didn't respond is because they may have been guilty for trying to do something to somebody. And yet they've been reflecting on that. Like I said, it's okay. If once you acknowledge that something is wrong, something is not set right with your spirit, that's the first step into admission of guilt. And don't let guilt drive you to the point of insanity. Because guilt is actually a good thing. It could be used to your greatest good and highest good to transform your level of consciousness and to expand your heart. It can open your heart. Because when you have tears falling from your face, especially if you're feminine, okay, this is already in your nature. To be very caring, to be very, it's like you have those strong emotions. So I'm getting a very feminine energy here. So this is a feminine I may be speaking to. You releasing all these tears and feeling like it may be the end of the world. It's the end of a cycle. That path wasn't made for you. If something was trying to manipulate you and to allow you to see that it's okay to be involved in witchcraft, brother, spirit literally came down, and it could have been from a man here that has inspired you and had the authority over that to actually say this ain't cool. But at the same time, not judge you because of your lifestyle, because that's not his place. But this may be somebody that you may be taking advice from because you like the man. Okay? Or this could be vice versa. This could be a female giving a man advice and a man's sitting back. You know, it could be vice versa. The man sitting back and it's like, hold on real quick. What's really going on here? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like how I say that. You know what I'm saying? I do that. You know what I'm saying? How I say that? But anyways, lady. But anyways, that's what he gonna do. Anyways, getting back to the message. You know what I'm saying? 11:44. As I'm saying that. So somebody is definitely being inspired to take a different path when it comes to their spiritual beliefs. And somebody was definitely oppressed here until something has been seen. Also, I'm being guided to use these cards to my advantage here with the moon reverse. to allow somebody to see clarity. that's not going to do nothing for you. Because somebody may be seeing a difference between witchcraft and somebody that believes in God. It's like I said, bro, they have plenty of them out there that was deep in it. Okay, they was heavily involved in it until their life started becoming like this. Eight of Swords. Because that same evil spirit kept promising them they was going to get somewhere. They was going to get somewhere. They was going to get somewhere. That's another illusion. That's another sentence. That's another sentence. That is another underhanded tactic to trap them. Basically, that's another restriction. That's another spiritual violation. Because that is welcoming that evil spirit more in their life to oppress them even more. Because if it ain't worked the first time, if it ain't worked the second time and the third time, you best be paying attention, bro. You best be paying attention. I'm also getting this individual could have tried to do like, they could have had some type of involvement at something about love spell or whatever, but that didn't work. And this could have worked on somebody else. And yet they always, it's like they're reflecting on a lot of other relationships that has fallen apart because the spell has broke loose. But there was somebody they could have tried it to that didn't work at all, and it literally made this individual think about this person a lot. But at the same time, they genuinely like this person. They may have feelings. Cups represent emotions. They may have an emotional connection or a spiritual emotional connection towards somebody that has a lot of authority with this armor around them. It's like whatever they try to do to this individual, it's like their protective nature, their armored up nature, and their confidence has literally dissolved whatever was being done. And it could have had this individual reflecting on somebody. This is crosses. Somebody literally was thinking about somebody that has a strong connection with God. And this individual may be slowly turning their life around. This is a new person. Okay, so whoever this is a new person. This could be the extent to being a divination reader. Because they have a few of them out there, bro, that just something don't, like a few of them has turned their life around and said something don't seem right. They changed their channel around. They stopped doing certain things. Okay, they gave their testimonies. You can look that up on YouTube. This could be involving in divination along with the Page of Pentacles. So this could be divination. This individual is definitely mature. They are mature. But something has held this individual back. With all these cards here, something has definitely held this individual back from a new beginning. Because of something that they was involved in. And with the Moon card being here, this is a form of witchy energy. And God's not going to allow that energy to be with an Earth Angel. Because an Earth Angel has a complete different frequency. They're not going to be seen as somebody that they can attack or manipulate, because they may have sat back and watched other people try to get this individual's attention. And it's like, hold on, if this individual's single, so this individual may be single that they may be paying attention to. I get a lot of single energy here. Both of these individuals may be single. There's a lot of single energy here. A lone person, a lone person, a lone person. And yet other people could have tried to do this to this individual, but yet it instantly backfired. Eight of Swords. This is actually a blessing in disguise for this individual to come across somebody that's a new person that they have feelings for, because it's literally making them see the truth. That's divine intervention right there. To break this individual free of some type of deception. If they was trying to do anything with crystals, if they was trying to do anything with potions, if they was trying to do anything involving any of that, to work some type of magic, how come this individual felt oppressed? How come this individual's been in their head? How come this individual could have possibly dripped a lot of tears from their face? How come their business, it's like they felt blocked from putting messages out? Something to pay attention to, bro. And yet somebody that's in connection with God, it's like they're continuously moving forward. And this is literally grabbing somebody's attention as to say that, well, that is the truth. That is the truth. Spirits coming through, brother, break somebody loose of some type of deception. Because it wasn't going to get them nowheres. And this is also going to release a lot of burdens by this individual cutting that lifestyle out. This is what's going to make them happy. Could be a Leo, strong Leo energy. Could be Cancer too, with the moon. Cancer, Leo. I knew I was picking that up. We have the moon and we also have the Chariot and the sun. So this will be in between Cancer, Leo. That will be between July and August. Cancer, Leo season. So what's going on here, Spirit, with the current energy? King of Swords. Somebody definitely has knowledge on something. And somebody may care about a King of Swords. Lady. I like how I say that. Lady. You know what I'm saying? Lady. So there's definitely somebody that sees somebody as possibly their ultimate happiness. After there's been a lot of imbalances in this individual's life behind the scenes. And it's like somebody wants to be a better person for a King of Swords. So this is somebody that they could trust. This individual also knows this individual is very sharp with their words. They're very intimidating when it comes to speaking their truth, but they know that they're being honest. It's like this individual literally sees this individual as some type of healer with the blue. Or they may have a strong connection with Saint Michael the Archangel. Or whoever this King of Swords is, has a very powerful, intensified connection with Saint Michael the Archangel. So this Empress may be seeing this King of Swords as an authority figure that can be trusted enough to listen to. Out of all these other people that be in her ear telling her shit, this individual right here, bro, ain't gonna be running their mouth. They're gonna be telling you the truth. This is somebody right here that don't speak out of ignorance. They speak from high levels of intuitive intelligence and wisdom. Because in order to have wisdom, to obtain wisdom, you indeed have to have experience. You cannot teach somebody wisdom. I mean, you could talk about it, but in order to obtain that genuine, authentic wisdom, to be wise, you have to learn to be wise. You have to learn from experience in order to become wise. And this is what this individual has been through. And it may be teaching somebody something. Libra, Taurus energy. Capricorn. Even though there may be a bit of distance here, this individual may see this individual as somebody that they can have a family with. Like I said, bro, distance is not an obstacle. Because that's why they invented airplanes, correct? That's why they invented people to be entrepreneurs or to work for what they really want. Because a plane ticket could easily be purchased and a flight can easily be made. If you want to go out the country to see somebody, it's that easy. Because I'm looking at a lot of air activity. Some people will literally come up with excuses after excuse after excuse. But yet, that's the illusion. That's the illusion of the ego that is promoting negativity. If you really want something, you get up off your backside, you put into action physically, and you at least try to get it. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. I'm going to tell it just like it is, too. You know what I'm saying? lady or man. But anyways, I just like saying 11:55 as I'm saying that. Seven of Cups reversed. The Fool reversed. Somebody's definitely coming out some type of mental entrapment. Illusions. Something could have possibly been blocking them at their job. But that's becoming unblocked because they're gaining a new perspective. Pisces energy. Yeah, something is transforming. Somebody's going through a spiritual awakening. Could be a Scorpio. Could be Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody's definitely going through some type of powerful transformation that's releasing this individual from a lot of illusions. And it may be painful. But it's worth it. If this individual really wants to be with this individual, it's worth it. Six of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands. A lot of protection. The Star card. Somebody is literally standing up and defending their turf. Their turf. That's what I'm getting. So somebody turf. I said that with the T. Turf. Turf. You know what I'm saying? T-U-R-F. Turf. Or T-E-R-F. However you spell it. You know what I'm saying? Turf. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, somebody's definitely standing up in the public eye. Aquarius. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So somebody is definitely standing up for themselves and owning their inspiration. Somebody is literally owning their inspiration. No matter how much haters they have or no matter how much people are trying to come up against them, this individual could have lost. Something about this could be, if this is a platform in the public eye, somebody could have lost subscribers due to somebody being inactive, but yet somebody's right back at it. Seven of Wands here, right back at it. Because they're made to shine, but they had to do some type of inner self-reflection on something while being inspired by somebody in the public eye, which is what's putting them in the Seven of Wands energy to where they can stand up and protect themselves because of them clearly being inspired by somebody else that may be in the public eye. The Four of Wands reverse. Yeah, this individual's been going through something behind the scenes involving instability in their home. But yet that's going to be healed. So just like I said, this individual may have a nice home. They may have been all smiles. But behind the scenes, it's not good. This individual could have went through some type of family crisis dynamic. And this could be bringing them a lot of awareness and a spiritual awakening. Something could have been going on where this individual was experiencing a lot of attacks in their household. Something trying to latch on to this individual. And brought a lot of unhappiness in their home. And yet something is coming out to where they can heal that. They're now happy with the Nine of Cups here. So just like I said, this individual may have a nice home, but it's not about the material world. Somebody also may be getting inspired by a twin flame. This is the 1111 card. Somebody may be getting inspired by a twin flame that is bringing up a lot of unhealed trauma with this individual. If this is a new person, somebody has literally met their real twin. Somebody's connected to their twin flame here. We did see the Sun card. Even though I was going through the cards like that, I normally shuffle them and do it like that and read my cards like that, like I'm doing now. So this individual is definitely, so I'm seeing that you may be a single independent person that's happy on your own. This individual may have recently went through a breakup, a bad breakup. Or could have been hanging on to something that just wasn't for their highest good. And yet this was due to something that they have had some type of involvement with. That's the main reason why they had this other individual latched on to their energy. Because of being involved in some type of witchy stuff. And that's not the right direction to go. And now everything is looking up to this individual. It's like this individual is seeing the positivity out of the situation. And I'm literally seeing somebody standing back up to where they could be seen. And being confident in their abilities. Because of somebody else possibly inspiring them. This is somebody that they also have a lot of passion and attraction for. I'm getting this is a twin here. The Magician. Yeah, this individual is definitely standing up in their power. Could be a male. This will be a male with huge, excessive psychic powers. It's like somebody is early turning the situation, bro. 360. Spinning that whole situation a 360-degree turn. Which is all the way, bro. I'm talking about all the way around and closing a cycle. That's like something that's being transformed right at the last minute. But yet it's also inspiring somebody else behind the scenes. The Ace of Wands reversed. Somebody has received a lot of blocked creativity. This may be a fire sign. Don't have to be. That could have experienced recently a lot of blocked creativity. But yet it was due to something that they kept on hanging on to. That they kept on doing that wasn't bringing them wish fulfillment behind closed doors. But yet somebody that has enough power and authority could have inspired this individual to bring it to the light to why they was experiencing these blockages. I'm telling you, bro, this has something to do with some form of witchy energy. The Hermit. This has caused somebody to look deep within. Exactly. This has caused somebody to look deep within. To see what the main blockages were. When it involved them being blocked at their creativity. It's like this individual could have lost passion. And this was taking a toll on their platform. To where they could have lost a lot of subscribers if this is indeed YouTube. But yet throughout the midst of all that, they was watching somebody behind the scenes. And this has really caused this individual to look deep within. So this individual respects somebody that's also in the public eye. Because somebody has a lot of power. And somebody that can be trusted enough to trust. To get this individual to inner reflect. Could be Virgo. They're clearly seeing why they've been blocked of their creativity. It's thumbs down. But there's something that this individual is being enlightened to. King of Pentacles reversed. This is something right here involving the material world. They could have been involved with an ex of theirs that was very materialistic. Everything was about money, money, money this, money that, money this, money that. But it's not. It's not about that at all. It blocked them. Eight of Wands reversed. This individual was definitely blocked from spirit. Because they was trying to mix the material world in with their career, possibly being a healer. But yet they had something else that was involving behind the scenes that was bringing them a lot of instability. This was attracting a lot of narcissists to this individual too. And they may have thought that they was doing the right thing, but yet they had some type of involvement with some type of witch activity. And yet this attracted somebody that was about the material world. That was possibly abusive behind closed doors. This individual could have got talked to like shit. And yet they have a very sensitive heart. Oh yeah, this is causing somebody to do some type of inner self-reflection. Knight of Cups, this is somebody that also has a crush on somebody. That genuinely likes somebody. they don't want to be sinister towards them. I'm also getting this individual could have tried to play some type of a game to where they tried to hold back. And they thought that was going to get this individual to chase after them. If this is somebody that has tried this with somebody, this individual has definitely stood up with the 7 of Wands and they called something out. There's a difference between manifestation and manipulation. And yet this has definitely gotten somebody with somebody that they have no love for. This is a new person. But yeah, they was dealing with something else behind the scenes and they had to break free of that. But the main reason why this individual kept on dealing with that is because of something that they possibly tried to do to somebody that they have a crush on. And they wasn't being genuine by responding back. And yet they could have tried something to this individual and yet it blocked them. It also could have blocked their creativity. And it's like this individual is literally dropping their swords, which are representing mind game. Somebody tried to play mind game with somebody that they was interested in as a new person. And yet this individual had enough authority to stand up to this individual. But also protect them at the same time on a spiritual level. To give them direction from the 5D perspective. And this individual could have been seeing this individual in their spiritual eyesight, spiritual vision. There's either a feminine or a man that could have been popping up in this individual's vision that was genuine and it's caused this individual to reflect. They're having a spiritual awakening. Yeah, and that's the truth. They're seeing the truth exactly for what it is. Somebody is seeing the truth exactly for what it is. Somebody is going through a spiritual awakening and they're receiving clarity and a breakthrough. And they're also seeing why somebody is successful and they keep on moving forward because they're genuine. So somebody's uncovering the truth that there may be a man or a feminine that is very genuine at what they do with their job. They may feel like they want to speak to this individual with the Ace of Swords, the 3 of Wands, 111. Something about the 1111 and 111. They're being guided. This could be somebody at a long, long, long distance. This would be out of the country. So that would be like kind of overseas with the sailboats. That would be like a huge body of water. And yet, somebody's looking at the truth at a distance. This could be something that could be seen publicly on a platform. Somebody no longer wants to deal with a toxic situation behind closed doors. And this is literally whatever they was doing while having a crush on somebody. It started as a crush, but yet it developed into feelings. And yet they was trying to do something underhanded, and yet something backfired and blocked their creativity. It could have taken a toll on somebody's platform. So this is giving me the vibes of a little bit of witch manipulation that they could have possibly tried to do on a male, or it could be vice versa. This didn't work. And somebody's now seeing the truth. To just be honest. This didn't cause this individual to chase. What it done was amplify and mirror back on a 5D level without this individual even taking any action towards them. That would be involving double message. So whoever this man is didn't double message a feminine. Didn't run or chase after the feminine. If this is indeed a man that this individual could have did this to, could be vice versa. Like let's say if you're a female, you could have messaged a man and yet you didn't double message him. Okay. This is literally getting this dude to inner reflect with his 7 of Wands. Like I said, this could be vice versa. So this is definitely getting somebody to look deep within. The Fool card. They felt stagnated. They felt blocked. They also have uncovered the truth on why somebody hasn't communicated with them. They haven't been messaging them. So somebody may be uncovering the truth. Their third eye is definitely opening. Somebody's having a third eye ascension and awakening here. And things are making sense. Things are definitely making sense to this individual. The Two of Cups reversed. Somebody has literally had their own free will to communicate to somebody this whole time, but yet there was a bit of deception that was blocking this individual because the spirit wasn't allowing this individual to talk back to them. It was stopping them because of them being way too focused on the material world. And yet the truth has came through. This has literally gotten this individual feeling like they're defeated. They know that they did something wrong, so this individual does feel bad. And this has caused their twin flame soulmate to mirror them by not even being in physical contact, not even a spirit, like not even, about the physical connection. By not responding to this individual has gotten them with a response. Because I'm getting that they wanted to respond, but yet they held back on purpose. And this could have literally affected their business. They truly like somebody. Why am I getting that this individual likes this person? Taurus energy. They like him because they see him as an inspirationer. This is a spiritual inspirationer. Religious leader, spiritual leader. They like this individual because they know what they're talking about. This is somebody that's also connected to God. Once again, with the crosses, look at that. This is the higher power. Somebody that's gifted with the ability, godly, connected to the higher heavenly realm, that could give solid advice. Somebody that's also a celibate person that respects their body. They feel a deep spiritual connection with a Hierophant here. So that would explain why the individual couldn't manipulate this individual. Look at that. It's impossible. It's impossible. And this individual may be receiving the same signs of this individual in their third eye. But it's a healing type of energy vision that they're receiving. So this individual that was taught a lesson is receiving some type of powerful vision of a Hierophant that keeps popping up in this individual's third eye vision. Of the individual showing them love on a 5D level. I'm also getting a lot of forgiveness too. And it's like there's no way in heck this Hierophant can have knowledge on what they was doing. Especially if this is an overseas or across the country, long distance connection, whatever it may be. There's no possible way for the individual to know, but they do. And I'm also getting that's another reason why they're trusting this individual. This has left this individual very emotionally imbalanced, unhappy, dishonest with themselves, not being able to move forward. Like their thoughts are continuously pulling them back towards somebody. And it's this individual right here. And it's the truth. With the Ace of Swords. This is indeed a new person. This is somebody's twin flame. It's right here. The Two of Cups reverse and the Lovers reverse. Even though it's in reverse, it's still the same cards that are twins. This is a twin flame. A legitimate twin flame connection. But they're going to have to be connected to God. They can't bring witchy energy around this individual. If they think in the material world matters, they can't bring that energy around this Hierophant. It's not going to happen. And this individual can literally respect this Hierophant because the Hierophant don't judge, but they also give direction and lay down spiritual law that this is what it is spiritually. So this individual has authority over manipulative spirits in the spirit world. That's why this individual has had some type of block creativity when it came to their platform. And they could have lost a lot of subscribers. Because that's a part of karma this individual had to face. Because if this is somebody that they really truly like and have feelings for, they need to listen. Because the individual is going to break them loose of a lot of stagnation. And that's exactly what's happening now with the Seven of Wands. So let's go ahead and give a closing message for this read. Yeah, somebody's awakened here. Somebody's awakened. Somebody has also been very restless. Somebody definitely hasn't had a peace of mind. But it's like they're awakened. They're awakened. They could be seeing the number 4 a lot. They could be seeing the number 111, 11, 11 a lot. Clarify the 4 swords reversed. So something is being seen clearly. They're not asleep to a connection. This is a new person that's not asleep to somebody's powerful impact they have on them. I'm also getting love here. There's love. There's a lot of burdens. So somebody is awakened to a lot of burdens. But yet there's a cycle that's closing. Why am I getting love here, Spirit? The moon. Cancer energy. Somebody's intuition is telling them something. Something about a strong 5D connection. Why is the moon card here? Somebody has deep emotion for somebody. Yeah, the high priestess reversed. Something has been revealed to somebody's subconscious. Or somebody could also appear to somebody's dream. High priestess reversed. Why is the high priestess reversed? Ten of Swords. Somebody, okay, this is going to sound strange, but it's the truth. This is the form of witchcraft. But yet, it's not this as being used to love somebody. Somebody loves the fact that somebody broke them loose of witchcraft using witchy energy. Because this individual may be a high priestess, a feminine. That may be a psychic here. That is very, very, very feminine. And yet, something that was revealed to the individual that wasn't right, that they was doing, could have blocked their powers. And this is literally getting this individual to have strong feelings towards somebody that can bring the truth to the light. And this is the same individual's face right here that's been popping up in this individual's third eye vision. Somebody that believes in Jesus. That they could have possibly tried to betray with trying to pull back or hold back on purpose whenever an individual was genuine to them to try to protect them. They're reflecting back on that. There's somebody out there, bro, that has a strong love towards a Hierophant energy. Somebody that they're not talking to. Why is the high priestess reversed? They're caught. Seven of Swords reversed. Somebody got caught. Somebody got caught. The spirit realm caught this individual, and also the Lord caught this individual. Somebody was literally looking out for somebody that has a higher purpose out there, bro, with the high priest reverse and the moon. Somebody was definitely looking out for somebody. And I'm also getting a message that was sent to protect this individual, something about platform, from people doing it to them. They was guilty of trying to do it to somebody's platform, and yet that is what made them really, could have been irritated and angry. That's another reason why they didn't respond to somebody, because they know that they was guilty for doing that. But this had to happen. But it's a blessing in disguise. Because this is two people, bro, that I'm literally seeing that are meant to be together. This will be marriage. King of Swords wanted to turn over. That's the truth. Three of Swords. Somebody's heartbroken over what they did. The Death card, reverse, Scorpio energy. Page of Swords. They're heartbroken, but something's not over, because somebody has had the power and the ability to have this individual see through their own deception and to put an end to something. That if they want to hold their gifts and their business to continuously move forward, they're going to have to cut that out. And this is what somebody is realizing. It's hurt them. But at the same time, something's not over. Something's not over. Somebody has experienced tears. I'm also hearing that song, Picture, by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow. I'll put your picture away. Sat down and cried today. I can't look at you. Sat down and cried and looking at somebody's picture. This would be on the phone. Looking at somebody's picture that they betrayed, that was only trying to protect them. You know what I'm getting? This is love. Somebody actually cares. Three of Swords reverse would be not caring. This is somebody that actually cares. They could have tried to hurt somebody. They was looking at their picture crying. And this could have sent a telepathic message to the individual that they did this to. And yet, instead of the individual being mad at them, they wasn't even affected by it because it ricocheted off of them. And the Lord could have guided this individual to heal them. And it hurt them even more. This individual may be hearing like a strong spiritual telepathic message through their clairaudience as I say that's not okay. It's not cool to do that. You better than that. Doing that won't work. It won't work. You caught. You guilty. I know what you did. Somebody may be hearing this. Those words. Or could be different. Could be worded differently, but they could be hearing something along those lines. But yet they hear this voice of inspiration from the same individual that's telling them about themselves on a spiritual level. You better than that. Look at how far you come. Look at what you're doing. Do the right thing. And like this individual, bro, I'm literally seeing this individual just hurt, and hurt. Because they know they're guilty. So this individual's uncovering the fact of why they was blocked. It could have literally taken a toll on this individual that may be getting like a psychic here. High Priestess reverse would be some type of witchcraft. But there was something that was worn and come through this individual, but at the same time, positivity. To stop this. Stop that. And this could have literally put this individual in a very drained like energy. Felt mentally trapped. And yet, it's like they have feelings for this individual that told them something. Or could have tried to protect them from something, but yet everything is falling back on this individual that has tried that. And they're definitely getting the truth. The truth's coming through. With the Ace of Swords. I'm literally seeing somebody right here. While they watch in despair, saying to the screen of their phone that they're sorry. I'm literally hearing somebody say, I really do care about you. I'm sorry. You mean a lot to me. You don't know how much you mean to me. Somebody literally telling they, bro, or they could just be looking at their intent from the psyche, from the spiritual perception, from the way their thoughts are going, like looking at the screen, saying, I love you. I may not know you all that well, but I love you. Somebody has love for somebody, bro. Give me another message. Page of Wands reverse. Somebody was definitely blocked. Somebody definitely didn't respond. But there's feelings there. There's feelings there. And you remember how we seen the Empress upright earlier? With the Empress reverse now? Somebody is literally receiving guidance. That if they want to be a divine individual, they can't do all this other stuff and yet betray the illusions if there's something and they're not behind the scenes. It's not going to do nothing but drag them down, get their business to start struggling, and yet put them in their head. So is witchcraft really the key to success? This energy will always win. I promise you. I promise you. Yeah, things are turning. Things are turning. The Sun reversed. There's a lot of unhappiness that is being released. Could be a Leo. Or you could be a Leo that could have went through this. Things are definitely turning in this individual's favor because they just never had nobody to look up to. Like I'm also getting the sense this individual was always fed by the ego. People always tell them they look good, they beautiful. This ain't beautiful. Ten of Swords ain't beautiful. Witchcraft, that's the most nastiest, disgusting energy that can ever be around. I'm judging the energy based off the energy. That's not attractive at all. Especially when somebody has one heck of a career, you will get stopped. The divine will and the Lord will step in and will put this to let you see. You're not going to do this to somebody like that. I'm going to tell you that right now, bro. And it's not coming from out of anger. It's coming from being straightforward. You want the truth, you got it. The Lord will always win. The higher power of positivity and being honest, honesty will always win over deception. I promise you. I promise you. Look like to me somebody was still in their ego with the Sun reversed. But something is literally transforming to where communication could come through, apologies could come through, and things could be cleared up because somebody is acknowledging the fact that they was indeed wrong. And it took for this individual to not respond or double message this individual back. And yet the higher power allowed this individual to be blocked from their creativity in order to watch somebody else expand. So this would explain why they're hurt. But this is why the universe is giving this individual an extra chance. And just like I said, they may be right back at it where everybody can see. And they may be gaining things back to what they lost. People could be subscribing to them with the star. They could look towards a brighter future, but they're going to have to be a brighter individual. Not where everybody can see. Anybody could portray an illusion at the surface level. What are they doing behind the scenes? This is what the Lord caught on to. And they tried to hurt somebody they had a crush on and had feelings for. And yet it turns out it may be turning into love. Transforming into love. Like they really love this individual. And that's absolutely perfectly fine. So somebody's definitely coming out of the ego. They have accepted the fact that this is defeat for them. Because them being blocked from their creativity, they're going through all this behind the scenes. Possibly for a month straight. Because the pinnacle would represent like, a month could be like 4 weeks, you know what I'm saying? 4 weeks. Could be 4 days even, 5 days. Don't have to be. But whatever this is, somebody stood their ground against it. Okay? But anyways, y'all take it easy out there. Much love to y'all. Once again, this is not about judging anybody. Okay? But coming from my personal experience when it comes to wearing certain amulets and having crystals, like you got the black tourmaline, you got rose, amethyst, or however you say that. They have clear quartz and stuff like that. Bruh. It's literally you placing an object down as I say, okay, well, what is it going to do? Question that. I'm going to tell you what could give you the proper source of healing. To where you're not depressed. If you really want my honesty, even though you can't really use nature for all healing properties, I'm going to tell you right now what's good. Water and your proper source of sunlight. That's the truth. If you want to relieve depression and you always are inside, you need to get at least 2 hours of sunlight a day. Make it 4, 2 and 2. 2 hours in the morning or whenever, and 2 hours in the evening. Get your proper source of sunlight. And drink your proper source of water. And everything will be balanced. I'm telling you. But anyways, this is what I have for the read. This is when I resonate with everybody. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. And I will see y'all some other time. I will have a link in the description box below on my Cash App in case y'all want to donate. And I will see y'all some other time. Peace.